The story of bloodhound Lil Jeff's life and death is a complex saga, a grim tapestry woven with threads of street violence, online speculation, and the harsh realities of Chicago's drill scene. Lil Jeff, known for his raw, often violent lyrics and uncompromising persona, ascended to a level of notoriety amidst a backdrop of entrenched gang rivalries and a seemingly endless cycle of revenge. His narrative is not a solitary one, it's deeply intertwined with the lives of others caught in the same web, most notably that of Trap City Rob, who found himself initially under the heavy cloud of suspicion for Lil Jeff's murder. The streets of Chicago buzzed with rumors and conjecture, amplified by the relentless scrutiny of online sleuths. Reddit's Chirology subreddit became a focal point, a digital war room where users meticulously pieced together fragmented clues and pointed accusatory fingers at Rob, even before law enforcement made any official moves. A key piece of evidence that fueled the online firestorm was the fact that Rob had been arrested multiple times at the same apartment complex where Lil Jeff met his violent end. This circumstantial link, though not definitive, was enough to ignite the passions of online investigators. The situation reached a boiling point when Trap City Rob was finally apprehended, but not without a struggle that further complicated the narrative. Police officers, who had been maintaining surveillance on him, moved in to make the arrest, only to discover Rob in possession of a firearm, a clear violation given his prior felony conviction. A physical altercation ensued during the arrest, a chaotic scene during which a loaded gun fell from Rob's person, adding fuel to the already raging fire. Despite the arrest and the seemingly incriminating evidence, the murder charge against Rob was eventually dropped due to insufficient evidence directly linking him to the shooting of Lil Jeff. However, he still faced serious gun charges, leaving him in a precarious legal position. The internet, as it often does, exploded with a cacophony of opinions, theories, and accusations. Some users engaged in heated debates about whether Lil Jeff's killer had acted in self-defense, while others questioned the seeming leniency with which Rob's gun charge was being treated. Amidst the gravity of the situation, a disturbing undercurrent of admiration rippled through certain segments of the drill community, with some appearing to admire Rob for standing on business, a chilling testament to the normalization of violence. Rob, later known as UNK Rob, recognizing the damage to his reputation and perhaps seeking a measure of redemption, attempted to clear his name and offer a different perspective on the events. In an interview that garnered significant attention, he vehemently denied being the shooter and spoke out against the pervasive violence that continues to plague black communities, arguing that it's a carefully constructed trap designed to keep people underdeveloped and perpetually divided. His words, though perhaps self-serving, resonated with some, earning him a degree of respect and prompting discussions about maturity, accountability, and the devastating consequences of choosing a life of violence. The conflict between Trap City and Bloodhound, according to Rob's account, stemmed from a seemingly trivial incident, a chain snatching, a blatant sign of disrespect in the unforgiving code of the streets. However, for Lil Jeff, the feud ran much deeper, rooted in the agonizing loss of his cousin, Zed Money. Zed Money's murder in 2023 served as a pivotal moment, a tragic turning point in Lil Jeff's life. Zed Money had been more than just a cousin, he had been Lil Jeff's protector, his confidant, and a guiding force. His death ignited a burning thirst for revenge within Lil Jeff, transforming him into a man consumed by vengeance. Lil Jeff and his crew memorialized Zed Money with tattoos, permanent tributes etched onto their skin, a constant reminder of their fallen hero and a vow to avenge his death. Whispers circulated through the streets, dark rumors suggesting that Zed Money's death was not the result of a random act of violence but rather an inside job, allegedly orchestrated by members of Trap City. This betrayal, whether real or perceived, solidified Lil Jeff's transformation into a vengeful figure, a man driven by an insatiable desire for retribution. Shortly after Zed Money's death, Lil Jeff was allegedly robbed of his jewelry by three individuals identified as BK, Monty, and Lil Rob, who further mocked the Bloodhound crew by flaunting their ill-gotten gains publicly. This act of brazen disrespect led to a deadly shooting at Innovations High School, a tragic event where BK and Monty were killed, further escalating the cycle of violence. On June 8, 2024, Lil Jeff's own violent lifestyle caught up with him in a brutal and unforgiving manner. Surveillance footage captured him and his crew ambushing a rival in Trap City, a calculated act of aggression that would ultimately seal his fate. Lil Jeff relentlessly chased his target onto a porch, a desperate pursuit that ended in a hail of gunfire. He was killed in the crossfire, a victim of the very violence he had embraced and perpetuated. News of Lil Jeff's death spread rapidly through the streets and across social media platforms, sparking a wave of tributes, condemnations, and debates. Some mourned his loss, lamenting the tragic waste of a young life, while others saw his death as a consequence of his own actions, a grim reminder that violence begets violence. Comparisons were inevitably drawn to King Von, another prominent figure in the Chicago drill scene known for his violent past and undeniable street credibility. Lil Jeff's persona and rapid rise to fame mirrored King Von's trajectory in many ways, with Lil Jeff even claiming a higher body count, a chilling boast that underscored the depth of his involvement in street violence. He brazenly flaunted his alleged kills, marking them with teardrop tattoos on his neck and making veiled references to NBA championships, a coded language understood within the context of gang rivalries. Rumors even circulated that Lil Jeff had committed murders in Milwaukee as well, leading some to draw a disturbing parallel between him and the notorious serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer, highlighting the extreme and often dehumanizing nature of the violence that consumed his life. In the end, Lil Jeff's life was tragically cut short by the same violence he glorified, a stark reminder of the destructive power of the streets. With Trap City Rob cleared of the murder charge, the identity of Lil Jeff's killer remains a mystery, lost in the labyrinthine world of gang rivalries and street justice. The story of Lil Jeff serves as a chilling reminder of the devastating consequences of the cycle of violence and its pervasive impact on Chicago's drill scene, a cautionary tale of young lives lost and communities torn apart.